If you use AI chat every day like I do, you probably have this problem. You had a great conversation last week, one that you intended to continue today, and the answer is in there somewhere, but finding it again, it's not always so easy. I'm about to show you Capsule. It saves your AI conversations locally onto your machine and lets you search them semantically. It also lets you pull them back into your current chat when you need them. Capsule lives as a Chrome extension. When I'm in a conversation with Claude or ChatGPT, Capsule is watching, and when I save, the whole conversation gets captured to my local database. I'll show you. This conversation I started a few minutes ago. It's about growing blackberries at home, which I love blackberries. The extension for Capsule just pops open. It shows that title of the conversation. It shows that we've had 5 exchanges, which means we've gone back and forth 5 times, or I have rather. And all I have to do is click Save to Capsule. It confirms, and that's it. No cloud upload, no account, no wondering if it's actually been recorded or not. Let me take a second and just show you Capsule and what it looks like. So I kept the UI super simple. Really didn't see the need to complicate things. On the bottom left, you can see sources, so we know always where the combo came from, whether it was an import or it came from, some other LLM that I used in the past, whatever. It also says email, and I'll tell you that was the original intent in creating Capsule. That was about a year ago. And I went ahead and kept it. It's not deployed yet, but it's definitely on the roadmap. It's still going to make it on there. And the idea was you can go ahead and just email yourself, say an article or, a Reddit post or whatever you're interested in, and it will go ahead and process it, summarize it, save it into Capsule for further reference. So several entries. It will also show me, here we go, a summary. So it does build a summary for the conversation. And we also have search, and the search is hybrid. And the reason it's hybrid is because we get the best results that way. It's sort of the best of both worlds, text and semantic, semantic being meaning. And if I just go ahead and type in, say, planting fruits, growing blackberries at home comes up as the first top find. It's 41% match. And you'll notice that in the conversation, and we don't have to go through it all, but on purpose, I didn't use the word planting. I said growing. And I never said fruit, but Capsule understands a meaning. So it went ahead and ID'd it and pulled it up as a really good choice. So I'll show you, if we go back to the Claude UI, this is where it gets useful. So I'm going to close my combo. I'll make sure that all my combos are closed. And we'll just basically start a fresh conversation with Claude. And the thing about it is that the idea behind it is that I'm going to have later, like it doesn't have to be a separate day. It could be today. It could be in a month. It could be in a year. I could have a similar conversation with Claude, and what Claude is going to do is it's going to remember our previous conversation and bring it up so that I can either include it in today's combo or not. And that's where it's truly useful. That's the whole idea behind including previous conversations and context in today's conversation. So I'll ask it just a few questions. What it does is it basically monitors my questions, and then it basically takes 3 iterations or 3 back and forth talks, chats, and then it'll go ahead and see if it can find something relevant. So we did 3 simply because then it gives us a little bit cleaner context as opposed to right off the bat trying to match something with the first exchange. And I'll tell it fresh eating just because it asked. thinking. So now it's asking me, is it going to be raised bed, in-ground, containers? I'll just say containers. And there it is. So we only have one conversation about fruit or planting or growing, but it went ahead and popped up the conversation, basically slides over our panel. You know, honestly, if you have 20 conversations that match, it will show you those. And what it asks you to do is dismiss it or go ahead and select the combo you're interested in and add it to your conversation. And now we have better context. So now we're talking tomatoes and blackberries today with full context. So a couple of things worth calling out. One is all your conversations stay on your machine. There is no cloud that it goes to. It doesn't even visit a cloud. The idea behind that is that your conversations are yours. They're private. They're evolving. It could be for work. It could be for your personal use. The best news is that Capsule is open source, and I'm hoping that it gets a lot of use and a lot of ideas get put on top of mine, and let's see where it goes. But I think local first and being able to actually save and retrieve conversations is a great place to be right now. So thanks for listening. I appreciate your time, and there's a link in the description where you can get some additional brief info and also a download link in GitHub.